We're Tim and Diane, and we've decided not to wait until retirement to let our travel dreams come true. We travel in our camper van Elsie with our 2 dogs, Peggy and Ellie, running trails and living life. Come join us. Tonight we're staying at our first ever Harvest Host. Harvest Host is an organization that you join that allows you to spend the night in parking lots of places like wineries, breweries, museums, farms, any business that has signed up to be a Harvest Host. And it's really neat because they're great for just little stopovers if you just need one night to stay at a place. And it gives you something to do when you get there. If you go to a farm, sometimes they'll do a tour. Wineries will do wine tastings. So it gives you a little something to do to make it an experience more than just parking on the side of the road. So we are at the Holinsky Winery in Buhl, Idaho tonight. Really neat place. It's really pretty here and very friendly, very accommodating. They even have an outlet on the outside of their building that they're letting us plug into tonight. Most Harvest Hosts are boondocking, so you don't have any hookups.
What do you think, Mr.
Not
Crackers?
a problem in a camper van. We can usually get away with that pretty easily. But it was nice because they close at 6 in the evening, and we wanted to get here before they closed. We could find out where to park and be able to go in and see their business and do a little wine tasting. So we got here about 4:30, which is a lot earlier than we usually pull into a place. And so it's nice because we got to have the little experience of the wine tasting, and then we had time to make dinner and just have a nice leisurely evening, whereas usually it feels like we get someplace and it's eat really quick and then we need to get to bed because we have to get up the next morning. So we've always really enjoyed going to bed and breakfast because you kind of get a local person's point of view, and so you sort of get the same thing with a Harvest Host.
Yeah.
When you stay with them, you get that local's perspective, and our Harvest Host is who told us about this run, and it's a really neat one.
Yeah.
Our second night at a Harvest Host was at the Northwest Skillet Company. This was run by a couple. She ran the farm portion where she raised pigs and sheep and chickens, and it was an absolutely beautiful place. He is a blacksmith and does blacksmith and forging work. And what was really neat about this place was that we got to tour his blacksmith shop. So he showed us some of his equipment that he uses to do the blacksmith work, and then actually demonstrated some of the forging also. He takes a flat steel disc and places it in this machine and doesn't use any heat. It's all using his force against the steel with these levers to shape that disc into the bottom of a skillet. You can see them on the table here in front of him, the flat discs and then the actual skillet base. So here he is pressing against that steel to form the dome, to round it into this skillet base. This takes a lot of skill, a lot of practice, so it was very impressive to watch. It's always neat to see these old skills still being used today. And he told us he's actually setting up a school to teach others these skills. So really neat to get a place to stay on the farm that was beautiful, and then to also see this wonderful handiwork that he does. How
Is it even
cool.
warm?
It's just barely warm. It's actually really cold in here, so
Yeah.
the steel doesn't move quite as nicely as it does on a hot summer day.
So he forges the bottom of the skillet, the actual base of the skillet, but then using his blacksmith skills, he makes the handles and then attaches them. Really nice skillets, really good quality, and all handmade. So overall, a really great trip to two good harvest hosts, a winery and a farm. Good opportunity to meet some neat people and have some fun experiences on the road. Thanks for joining us again. If you can, subscribe to our channel for more videos about our travel in the RV. See you next time.